market review first, and then I'll I have some ideas for today's webinar, so we'll talk about something interesting. Okay. Yesterday I did have a meeting with another trader. Well, usually we do meet each other sometimes, not always, but sometimes. And it's interesting how we talk differently about the same thing, basically. And that's something what is happening all the time on the market. I mean, between traders, I would say. So some things different traders are calling differently, but they are actually the same completely. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Scorpion. How are you? Are you all right? How is your day so far? Made some pips or not yet? All right, so let's start with Aussie. So still expected to grow a little bit. All right, so for now, hello, 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 guest 29. Right. Okay, so Aussie, do expect it to grow a bit, and this is a final target for European session. Then, well, during the session, basically, even now we can actually recount the possibilities, basically. Why? Because 4-hour candle was closed just 7 minutes ago. Euro dollar, you want me to start with this one? Okay, let's do it. Euro dollar, all right. So, well, for now, don't see anything that shows me a reversal, to be honest. No, volume is not showing me nothing like this. So do expect it to go a bit further up towards this level, at least 1.13687. So it's for European session before overlap. So it's for another, let's say, 4 hours. I mean, it all depends on what you call the overlap session, because the thing is that when you're kind of trying to find, well, every broker, every kind of website on the internet thinks differently about when the sessions are starting, etc. But what I'm kind of relying on is the websites of the currency, not the currency exchanges, of course, there is no such thing like this, but stock exchanges, you know, so that's when the main volume is on the market, basically. All right. So yeah, it's for another like 4 hours, I would say. So it's within 4 hours overlap session will start, and then we'll kind of possibly have new targets, etc. You know, because it's all based on current volatility. Okay. All right, but for now I'm looking for a buying opportunity. By the way, let me check a fluctuation that I measure every day. So it can actually fluctuate for 0.44%. So what it is, 0.44%. Yeah, so basically that's what it is. So this level can be triggered. So for now, the price is possibly going down to reach this level here, and then it will be a good area to buy from. All right, so it means that we actually might have, we can have a bearish movement till the overlap session starts. Yeah, and then for the rest, European session will go up, and then we'll see. So that's something. Platform. This is just analytical platform. I do try to trade it. I don't really like it in trading. So where I trade Dukascopy and MT4 as well. I can't say the name of this one in Dukascopy website. Sorry about it. It's kind of not right thing to do. Well, TV, I would say T and V. You can PM me if you want. All right. So the thing is that all these lines, it's not based on indicator any kind. So the only indicator I have on the chart at the moment is this volume chart and this moving average on the volume, and that's it. You can PM if you want, but please. All right. So that's something what I'm waiting for. The price can actually reach this level. So that's where it is going at the moment. So 1.13000, and that's where I'm going to buy. So of course, I'm not selling it because it will be against the direction, current direction on of the market. Okay, sorry about it, Scorpion. All right, now let's talk about pound. What do we have here? Well, I guess about the same thing. So the only thing is that fluctuation can change a bit. All right, so for now, all my counts are done manually, basically. So I remember I've already shown you my one of my computers here where I have all the analytics counted for me. Well, I do some kind of handwork there as well, but something is counted for me as well. Okay, so pound dollar or cable. All right, so 0.37 is expected. It's not always like 100% true, but that's something what I rely on as well sometimes. All right, so for now we are here. 0.37. Yeah, so basically it can actually go a bit further down. So 0.42. So let me draw another kind of arrow here. So it will be a bit more likely that the price will kind of bounce off this level here. So okay, this is a very first target. Don't really like it because, well, too close. So not the best area to buy, you know, already quite, you know, overbought, I would say. Regarding the, well, yes, it's 76.9% bearish, and the average put call ratio is overbought as well. So what it means that the reversal is actually possible. The thing is that this target is still the same, and it has already been reached during the start of European session. So what I can expect a further down move. So that's the main level to watch. Okay, so the first one, 1.31512. So let me make it a bit bigger. So that's the level to watch. Okay. So market condition has to be reviewed when, in case if the price will break through it. All right, even though we have a lows here, a very strong support area, this one, 1.31339, but well, still, this is the area to watch, and breaking and closing below this area will kind of possibly lead price to further down. So at least we, well, in case if my view personal will be changed, then I will try to catch kind of a better prices using these levels. So basically I will try to sell it off here. All right, so that's something what I'm going to do. But for now, yes, for now it's still up, no signs of reversal. Well, the only thing is that if we'll switch to 1 hour chart, I believe we'll see something interesting there. That's what it is. Yeah, you see, so we have a very kind of strong reversal pattern here. But the thing is that the price has been already closed above these highs here. So what might be, and it does look logical, this fluctuation size, basically, that the price can actually show us something like this here. So it can actually trigger this level here and then continue its up movement, and then we'll kind of try to trail this kind of position when this level will be broken. But again, this level has already been reached. So everything can be changed now from now on. All right, so let me switch to 15-minute chart. Okay. Good. So Canadian. So what is happening here with Canadian? Do expect it to go up, already bounced off this level, so we can try to catch a better price using a limit order. Somewhere like it's 0.16, 0.15%, so it's yeah, well, actually we can try to place a buy limit order at this level at 1.29010. We'll do it after webinar. Believe that I have some time here. So that's the level to enter, actually. If you want, well, my view is bullish here. So the first target is this one. Yes, so it's 1.29837. And I will try to kind of catch this move here. Okay. Right, Canadian. Just a sec. So fluctuation for Canadian. Well, I didn't actually talk about it for quite a while. So 0.18%. And yes, and I've decided to 15%. Well, yes, so we can try to buy it around this level now. Yes, so that's one of the ways of using this confirmation methodology. So fluctuation. Not going to open all the cards up, so but that's something what can be counted mathematically quite easily, and well, it does work. Okay. Or at least if you are going to use it to enter the market, well, you are not going to lose a lot in any case, because you can safely place a very, very short stop loss, which is good. Okay. And you don't really have to look at all these price action models, etc., confirmations, etc., as well. So I'm using this approach right after I got this confirmation, but sorry, just have to start something here. Another con. Nice one. All right. Let's continue. Frankie is interesting at the moment. Well, I will place a limit order on dollar CAD on the level I've mentioned. Just a second. So this is the level 1.29010. I'm placing a buy limit order around this area here. Yeah. All right. All right. Yes, have to. Yeah, they have a few versions here, so that's why don't really trade it at the moment. Trading another on my other PCs as well. All right, so that's what I'm going to do now, actually, while I'm talking to you. All right, where is my CAD here? Here it is. So placing a buy limit at 1.29. All right, 29. 29. 895. And yes, the next 298 is the target. 298 is a target, and I will leave it open for about 2 hours. This order will stay here, so it will be yes. Because that's it. All right, so will it reach me or not? Not sure, but that's something what I'll do. All right, already done it. My other PC. Okay, so let's go a bit further. So Canadian is here. By the way, let me see what is happening with euro dollar. Well, euro dollar and pound dollar. So Aussie will actually place a buy limit order at 0.76079. So that's what I'll do. Aussie buy limit 0.76079. 6079. Okay. 76079. And we'll leave it for 3 hours now because, well, that's the kind of the order. Well, and my 590 will be 590. The stop loss, few pips, and the target will be 7675. 7675. Okay, and it's all right. That's it. That's on. Okay. Right. So what about oil, by the way? Oil is quite interesting at the moment. Okay. So yesterday it was in a range. Well, what do I mean by saying it was in a range? As you can see, it was going down. It's not it's not a range when it goes down, and that's something what I'm going to talk about. So it's backed. It's actually a fractality of the not only of the waves, but of the time as well, time periods. So, and that's something what I count on a regular basis, and that's something what actually shows me a possibility of market direction, further market direction. All right. Okay, so it's we are waiting here for 1.16%. Already been down 1.16% from here. Again, this fluctuation indication is actually changing all the time, every 15 minutes. So basically, it's based on a short period of short time frame. Okay, so 1.16, and where is? Yes, that's where it is. Well, basically, the price can actually trigger this high, so it might not go that far. So it can actually trigger these highs here and then continue its down movement. Okay, so I will just simply change it like this. All right, so that's something what can actually happen. So in case if the price will break and close above this level, then we can actually close our position. So it's only in terms if you want to use a limit order. So basically we already had a bounce here. Then we had a kind of confirmation, so which is a move down from this level here, you know. So we did have a very strong level here, you know, etc. So what we are looking. All right, that's good. So here, yes, I'm trying to, will try to sell it here, but well, oil, you see, it's quite a trendy instrument. It's not like a currency, so it's not moving that volatile. I mean, it can move fast, but it doesn't mean, well, that noise is high, on a high level here. So you can actually safely wait for a bounce and then just use a market order to sell with quite a short stop loss. But remember about this, how can I say, remember about it was a very busy day yesterday, to be honest. I didn't have enough rest during the night time. All right. All right, let me just simply continue. If I'll remember, I'll come back to it. All right, so Frankie, well, Canadian, I finished with Canadian, told you about oil, we've checked it. Frankie, all right, so Frankie is going, so did expect it to go down, but as we can see, we bounced over this level here. So let me actually check, because, well, I've recounted the possibility quite recently, and it actually shows me a short, well, still short, you know. So basically for now, well, of course I will apply this 0.21% here, 0.21. As you can see, so 0.21 is actually this kind of resistance. So what resistance I'm talking about, I'll tell you in a sec. So these lows, they've created support in the beginning, but when it was broken, now it's a resistance. All right, so that's something we can kind of place here as well. Okay. Hey, where are you? All right. So that's what it is. Let me change it to something like this, but because, well, this is a volume weighted level. This is just a simple structure. So again, we are not, when we are playing a structure, we are not trading levels. The only levels we can trade are the levels with a high volume or of high open interest, and these are the levels, the main one. Yeah. So basically, if you want to trade a structure, for example, we see the channel here, and we did have a false breakout, which was a very good kind of, if you are trading structure, it was a very good signal for a selling opportunity here. Okay, so let me just place another kind of border of the area. Why is it? All right, let me place it like that. Not really beautiful, but that's something what I wanted to tell you about. So closing above will lead the price towards this level, and then in case if the price will be closed above this level, then possibly our view on the market will be changed. All right, so for now, I'm looking for selling opportunities here. This is actually the area to watch. Yes. And as you can see, well, sometimes that's, the market is ranging quite a lot, this Frankie, you know. But when it moves in one direction, it moves rapidly. Okay, so remember about this area here. So if you are trading it, if not, then you don't have to know it. All right, good. So it's Frankie now. Yen. Okay, so what about yen? Just a second. It's interesting. All right. Okay. So yen. Well, I know that some traders were trying to buy it. I sold it yesterday. I sold it around this area here, and actually my target was just around here, and it was closed by the take profit. Very small lot. So it was just a beginning of the week, wanted itchy hands, you know, wanted to trade something, and that's why I've decided to do it. And that's basically why the stop loss was short, and my kind of, how can I say? Just didn't want to destroy the mood for a week, you know. Please excuse me for my kind of, it's not laziness, I'm working, but my thoughts are just jumping around, you know. So all right, and gold. Gold. All right, what is here? Well, I want to buy it, definitely want to buy it. So let me see the fluctuation here, by the way. So what does it tell me? So it's gold, gold. So 0.44. And that was a first kind of peak here. Yeah, so basically this level actually can be reached. So the price can actually not get towards this one here, but this level can be reached. So before the price will continue its up movement. So that's something to expect. I would draw the area, not the level at this, in this case, yes, because it's not 100% clear, but I would draw the area, you see. So you have to use this kind of structural approach as well. So you must see lots of, you know, these wicks, tails, etc. So something like this I would draw here. So around this area, the price will possibly bounce and continue its up movement. The final area to watch for a bounce is here for today. So it actually can be a bit different, but that's something what we are expecting. I'm expecting here, okay? So that's about gold. Now I want to talk to you about the fractality of the time and waves. So I did talk about it a little bit. Well, I remember yesterday I started to talk about free waves patterns. So, well, I really love when people do ask the questions, you know, so that's something what proves that someone is listening, actually, you know, that I'm not talking to myself. All right, but that's fine. So basically what I want to talk to you about is the fractality of time frames as well. So what it is and how we're supposed to use it. So fractality of the waves is that every higher degree wave consists of a few smaller degree waves, so at least 3, and that's it. So that's the main rule of the fractality. All right, hello. All right, well, basically, are you talking about option trading? So I'm not trading options, basically. Or you just want to buy an call option or something? Can you please specify? But anyway, if you're asking about call, it means long. So let me have a look at this instrument. I'm not actually trading it, but I will look at it for you. Just let me kind of switch to something else here. Just a sec. Okay. Ah, all right. Yeah, hello, Yanis. Guest 70. Guest 70 is already left the room, but some guest 73 joined, guest 73 left. So I don't really know if this person is here. All right, I'll leave it. So in case if someone really want me to kind of talk about it, just tell me, but I'll stay with this instrument because it doesn't really matter what instrument you're on to talk about the fractality of time frames. All right, so what about the waves fractality? So the wave is down, up, down. Yes, and if we'll switch to, for example, 5-minute chart, we'll see I didn't actually, well, we had the waves down and up, you know, and lots of them. So this is the way up. Here we had the way up, the way down, the way up, you know. So it was the way down, etc. So on a longer time frame, we don't see all these fluctuations. We have only, so on higher degree time frame or wave, Yeah, that's all what we see. So we don't see all this fluctuation. The same thing is happening with time. So basically what it is and why some traders basically are talking about that. Well, yesterday I told you and I've explained how you have to trade profitably on a 5-minute chart, basically. Yes, so that's actually something I was talking about. And I gave you some tips about it. And I don't know if you've listened or you didn't, but that's something what you can actually use profitably and to make some profit on the market. All right. And another thing is that if you like the approach of fractality, etc. So, for example, if you see that the price is going down, so it means that on a 1-hour chart, for example, it means that you can always try to find only selling opportunities on 5-minute chart and trade it quite safely. But the only difference is that if you trade 1-hour chart, your stop loss has to be and must be higher and wider than on 5-minute chart. And when you are trading 5-minute chart, your stop loss must be much more tight than on a 1-hour chart or weekly chart or daily chart, etc. That's something what must be. And there is nothing we can kind of argue about or something like that. That's the only way to make money on the market. So if you have to follow the rules which not only you created for yourself, but which market creates for yourself, for all the traders, you know, etc. So those people who don't understand it, who don't know how to trade, they just simply lose. And fractality is one of the things that you have to understand, and that's something what actually helps you. So, okay, so let's start with 1 month chart. I'll start and then you'll see what I mean by all that. What I'm actually trying to talk about. Okay, so what do we have here? So we actually had a very good reversal pattern here. Yes, so we still don't have any kind of confirmation. So basically the price was going up. Yes, it triggered this high. Yes. And when do we know that the market is definitely going to go down for a bit at least? So where is this level of confirmation? So the level of confirmation that the market is going to kind of continue its down movement from here, only this low, the low of previous months. So I can actually enlarge it. So that's the I'm not talking about fractality of the waves. I'm talking about fractality of time frames. And that's how, because, well, I remember I used to talk to some of the traders, and well, they're all newbies, to be honest. But you know, some newbies, they always think, and they've got this thinking in their head that they're already professional, you know, and that they can actually argue with you and prove you something what is just nonsense, you know, to prove. And so basically, what I want to tell you is that we have quite a few actually, major levels here. So where we know that the market is going to continue its up movement. So this is the high where we actually know, in case of the price, well, let's say 1-day chart will be closed above it, we know that the price is going to continue its up movement. So then we have something like this. It has been closed above it, and then it continues its up movement. That's it. So closing, opening price, you know, high, low, all these things, they are kind of very classic. They are much, they are older than 100 years, you know. So, but that's something what you always have to remember. That's not something what you have to trade, but that's something what you have to rely on. And it does help your analysis and your trading as well. So that's the kind of top level. Then another level we have here. Yeah, let me mark them all up for us. Then we have a low. It's we don't have a tail here, so we do have a low. And in case if the price will close below this low here, then we don't have to wait for a, how can I say, monthly chart to be closed below or above, but at least daily chart or a weekly chart. So we know how many, well, in this candle, we do have around 22 days, and we have more than 4 weeks, 4.2 weeks in each candle. But it already, when the candle is closed, like for example here, each candle was giving us an idea that the market is kind of what has to happen that we will know that the market is kind of going to do something, and how long actually this pattern stays on. So for now, we still have, well, if we are talking about Turkish lira, so we are still talking about, well, 7 days to go. Yes? Well, minus the weekend, etc. So it's about 6 days to go. Yeah, so 6 days to go. And we might have something here. All right? So that's something what we are waiting for. So for another more than a week. So this week and a little bit on the other as well. So that's what we are waiting. It takes 1 month to make us right or wrong. So it means that every day, every week, we are looking at this monthly chart, we are looking at these levels, and we are watching all these levels, what has happened here. So did the market actually close above this level or below, or something like this? What has actually happened? So can we buy, can we sell? Do we have to wait, or what? So if you're a counter trend trader and you are trying to kind of sell here because it's the market has been up for a while and we do have some sort of selling opportunity, then this is your first control level. So you've tried to sell it when, well, probably you were waiting. Let's switch to kind of, I'll mark it up for you because we'll continue this kind of talk. And we'll go to 1 week chart. All right, so what will we see on 1 week chart? Completely different story, but as we all know, it was just 2 candles and one is not even closed yet. All right, so we had a closing below this level here. All right, and that was for those of you, well, basically for those of you who were trading the bounces of this level, they were here on this week. Yes, so the price did go back to this level. Then those who are trying to kind of trade its bounce towards the continuation of the main trend, they tried to enter it here, and they've made some good pips here. By the way, it's weekly chart, so it's about 194 pips at least if they were waiting till the week closure. You know, so that's the way how the limit order approach is actually working here. And then those of you who were just waiting for a closure below this level, and that was a good signal, kind of selling signal for those guys. They've been, well, that was happening all the previous week here, and they were just selling during the whole week, and that's it. So that's something what we always have in mind. So what do we have here? The price is actually in range, in some kind of a range. So this range was given us by the previous month's closure, and while the price is in here, we're kind of watching it to something to create. So we have 2 very strong levels here, 3 actually. So if the price will continue its up movement towards here, and then of course if you're trading intraday, or let me switch to 1-day chart actually. So remember, we are not talking about fractality of the waves. We are talking about fractality of the time frames. So as you can see, so each time frame and candlesticks or bar charts are the best waves, the best, how can I say, charts that can help you to get familiar with this kind of idea of fractality of time frames. Yeah. So that's something where you can actually train and train yourself to become a much more profitable trader. Yes, so we have a clear picture. The picture is actually much more clear on a smaller time frame, because we see what is happening inside. But the main direction and the main idea of what we have to look at is happening on a high degree time frame. So the same as with waves, so that's something what you always have to remember. Okay, and if we have some kind of a reversal structure here, we do know where is the first target. So the first target is here. The price can actually bounce off this level here, and we can see how this level was respected. So that's something what actually turn your negative trading balance into the profitable one, into positive. Okay, so that's what we see. So the price is going up. Where is the first target? The first target is here. What are we going to do? It all depends on your approach. If you want to sell, then you're waiting for a bouncing confirmation here, and then you will try to catch a better price with a limit order, the same as these guys did try to do it here. Or in case if the price will be closed above, then you will use kind of limit order to get a better price, to trade this breakout, and your first target will be around this area. And in case if the price will be closed above it, then you will continue, or you will possibly just trail it. And that's what it is, and that's why we always have to know what is happening on a higher degree time frame, because it will turn and it will help you a lot, so it will kind of that's something what always gives you support. So you always have to know who you are. Are you trend follower or counter trend trader, contrarian trader? Or you are just a trend follower, that's it. So if you're a trend follower, then you are looking only for buying opportunities until you have some proofs that your trend has already reversed. All right, where is this proof here? The proof is this level. So when the price will be closed below it, that's it, we can sell it. So it will be a proof of reversal. And again, yes, so when we are trading, that's what we see on a daily chart. And remember, we've started with a 1 month chart. I know it's very basic, but the thing is that, yes, it is basic, but as far as I know, most of the traders, they don't even look at it, and they are losing and losing and losing from day to day, and they just finally they are ending up. That's something what you actually know from the very beginning, when someone is teaching you or you're reading the books, etc. But it's just not used by anyone, Only the pro traders are using it, but this is so simple, so that's I don't know why newbies, they're trying to fight with 5-minute charts, without having any idea on where the market is actually moving in general, so they're just trying to find the entries for these 2 free pips, etc. I mean, even 2 free pips can be right if they're rightly done, All right. So that's what I'm talking about. That well, yes, I'm intraday trader, but my analysis starts with 1 month chart because I need these levels. They do help me a lot. All right. Like, for example, here we did have a closure. I'm sure that one of the days has been closed below it. And then we had a very huge move down, basically, from here. I'm sure we can try to watch it, but just don't want to jump around. So if we'll have some time left, then I will try to do it. Okay, so again, let's switch to 4-hour chart now. And let's check, do the price action actually work or not? So for contrarian traders, they were trying to sell below this area here. Where is the first selling opportunity is here. So it's a reversal pattern. So some of the traders tried to place a limit order around here, and it's 4-hour chart, by the way. We can switch to 1-hour chart. It will be the same, I'm sure. I'm not trading this currency, but I'm sure that it will be here. Because the thing is that all the idea above this, beyond, sorry, the price action analysis just to show us a reversal. And we do have some kind of patterns that you can easily kind of see with bar charts or something, you know, that will kind of indicate an earlier reversal. But that's all these things, they're just showing you a reversal. So let me draw it for you just very quickly. I'll be quick, promise. So what was here? Was it a reversal or not? Yes, it was a reversal because the price actually did go up and then it went down here. Yeah, so I'll just put it this way. All right, we saw it. We had a confirmation because the price did go up, did go down again. So it didn't break for this up here. The same system on 1-hour chart, on 1-minute chart, on whatever, 1 monthly chart. Again, when we saw this confirmation, the price did go down. Again, what did we see here? So it's all very simple. No matter how we call it, but that's what we saw here. You know, so what did we see here? The same thing. No matter what it is. But that's what we saw here. That's what it is. Okay. So that's what all the price action. I mean, some people are trying, well, there are some very good professionals. They are kind of following a proper technique around it. So they want to call it somehow. They want to call it original way. But what I am trying to show you is that you actually don't really have to know all these names of all these patterns, because the thing is that you must understand the idea or on how all these patterns are created, and then it will be completely enough for you to kind of follow it. So you don't really have to know what is the name of it, but you must know what is the idea behind, you know. So that's something what you have to know. Yes, behind, right. Okay. So we had one opportunity, selling opportunity, another selling opportunity, another selling opportunity with a very good profit, and it's 1-hour chart. And where was the signal that we want to sell? It was on monthly chart. And remember, so we've started with a monthly chart, and we had lots of opportunities because of that on 1-hour chart. Let's switch to 5-minute chart. So will we have anything here? Anything that we can actually use? So I'll make it a bit smaller. So again, what are we doing? We are selling only, because 1 monthly chart. So we are selling on 5-minute chart because monthly chart is telling us so. So of course we must know about this fluctuation, about this volatility, and we must understand that sometimes we have a bullish days as well. So, but again, we do have all these targets, you know, given us by 1 month chart, 1 day chart, etc. So that's something what we have to remember about. All right. Of course, we do have, but as you can see, the price is going down in a completely different way not it's so noisy when it goes up, and it's so nice and clear when it goes down, so it just drops. All right, so it's mess around here. So it's very slowly going up, then just boom, goes down. All right. So that's how the fractality, of course, when you're trading 5-minute chart, well, relying on 1 month is wrong. Yes, of course. But again, you have to rely on 15-minute chart or 1 hour chart, but not 1 monthly chart. Yeah, but again, that's something what you have to compare. That's something what you have to play with. All right, it's 1 o'clock. And the crash will be next. So just remember about these different time frames, how to use it. And when you are playing with 5-minute chart, don't remember about month chart. So that's the main idea I wanted to tell you about. All right, guys, so have a good trading day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.